Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Yeah, welcome to the Me, Myself, and I show, coming to you all the time and in good time. This Tuesday, Mike's going to teach you how to eat the good part of a puppy. That's right. I bet you didn't know there's a good part to eat. All right, everybody. Remember, our sponsor this week is Brazilian Poo Poo. That's right, Brazilian Poo Poo. They'll teach you not only how to poop yourself, but to be one with the poop. Oh, that's Michael. Michael, everybody, it's Michael, the Mike Betancourt Show. I can hear him on the other line. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Is everything good? I'm feeling good. Everything's wonderful.
Chat, you are on some big-time uppers today, sir.
Woo, you'd be surprised. I've been sitting in front of the $3 car wash. People will pay me the most amazing things to clean their car.
Such as?
Well, some guy gave me what I think is crack. I keep trying to smoke it, but it won't light. I have a feeling it's just a rock.
So you're literally smoking rocks right now.
Well, you know what? It's got to be full of fiber, and I'm all about health.
Where were you last episode?
Well, I was on vacation. And by vacation, I was passed out in a gutter somewhere. I'm not really sure. Is
nice.
it May? I think it's May, right?
It's gonna be May. Yes, it is May.
It's gonna be May. Oh, my God. NSYNC is back. You saw that, didn't you?
I did. Did you?
Oh, I just want to lick that Justin Timberlake.
Okay, that's enough.
It's crazy. I get really gay when I'm smoking crack.
Okay, that's enough. How gay do you get?
Well, once again, I'm in front of a $3 car wash.
Okay,
and I've been scratching
we're done.
the back of my head so much, there's no hair left. How are you, Michael, though? I'm really concerned about you, Michael. I'm really concerned.
Why?
Well, lately it seems like you've, I don't know, there was that divorce and then you sold your children.
You're talking to the wrong mic. Chet.
Who is this?
This is Mike.
Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me?
Oh, we love you, Chet. Thanks for being here, buddy.
He's gone.
He's
gone.
Man.
He hung up on us this time.
Really?
Yeah.
He hung up on us.
How the tides have turned.
Wow, he figured out the gag. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Greetings, MMIkers. Welcome back to Me, Myself, and I, episode Cuarenta. Ocho. I know. 48 episodes in right now as we speak, sitting here with Corey. Can you believe it, Corey? 48 episodes.
It just goes to show your tenacity at the podcasting thing.
I'm stubborn and stupid, man. That's all, man. I'm just a dumb buck just running his way through life.
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to make it funny. Anyways, I'm a little tired, Corey. You have to forgive me. MMIkers, you have to forgive me. I had a show last night. I was in Brentwood, California at the Mannheim Social Club, and it was fun. It was a small but mighty group, like small meaning teens. But, hey, it's a Monday night. I got paid to do what I did, and I did an hour. So it was fun. It was good. I had some beer, and, yeah. I was going to think of other things to say, but there's nothing really much to say. I just did comedy, had a good time, had good rapport with people. I guess you should have been there. I did record it, so I'm going to send some audio clips, not today, but soon. Yeah, that just sounded weird. I don't know why I was going to say all this wonderful stuff about the show, but whatever. It was good. It was a good milestone. I got some new jokes coming through. I'm going to be writing some new stuff, and I just found a lot of gems last night that made a lot of people. You know what? It's easy to make thousands of people laugh. It's very difficult to make teens of people laugh. Like 13, 14, 15. I think there's like 20 people. That's fine. 20 drunk people. They weren't that drunk. They were tired, but it was good. I'm tired because it was in Brentwood. I came home and I had to get up early and be a dad and do all that stuff in between. But you know what? It takes a man to be a father, and it takes a man to admit that you can't be a rock star all the time, which also leads into the podcast of the day. The podcast of the day that I highly recommend everyone to listen to is called, are you ready for this, Corey? It's called The Order of Man. Yes, Order of Man, hosted by Ryan Michler. Ryan Michler is a former United States Army soldier who fought in Iraq. And, it's a great, he describes this podcast more as a movement for men. It just teaches you all the things that you need to do to be a man. I know I do stuff to be a man, but he really breaks down. I mean, what's more manlier than fighting in a war and coming back surviving? So, and he also has Navy SEALs on his show. Dude, you just feel like a badass listening to it. So, Order of Man, highly recommend it. It's a great show. Subscribe to that, and then come back and subscribe to mine. All right, folks. It's Mother's Day coming around the corner. Almost there. And I had a guest on today's show, but unfortunately my guest canceled because my guest is not feeling well. Normally I'd be like, you know what, suck it up, Buttercup, get on the show. But you know what? It was my mother. I'm not going to say that to my mother. And it would have been cool having my mom on the show talking, if anyone knows all your dark secrets and talk shit, it's your own mother. So, and she was nervous. She thought I was going to humiliate her. I had to tell her 100 times, Corey. I was like, Corey, all right. I was like, Mom, you got to understand. I'm not going to humiliate you. We're going to interview you and talk. But she was just nervous. And I was like, Mom, relax, calm down. But what kind of sick person would humiliate their mom on a podcast, though? Think about that. What kind of sick individual would physically want, just like those guys from Jackass? They always mess with their dad and their mom and humiliate them on. That's why one of them's dead, and that's why the other one's a drug addict, because you don't do that to your mom. And I think that's what we're going to talk about today on Mother's Day weekend coming up, right? You got plans for Mother's Day, Corey?
Yeah, we're just going to take my mom out to dinner.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Anywhere specific?
She likes seafood, so might like
her already.
Might class it up and go to the Red Lobster.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh. You don't think it's going to be packed?
Probably will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about my mom. My mom does not want gifts. For her birthday, she doesn't want gifts. On Mother's Day, she doesn't want gifts. She just wants quality time. And she's like me. She hates crowds. And that's why we get along so well. She said, I don't want to go to the restaurants. I don't want to do any of that. So on Mother's Day, or actually Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, she's coming over and we're going to cook some Puerto Rican food. Mofongo. Oh, dude, mofongo. What am I doing? Do you see that? I propped my feet up on your chair as if I'm some disrespectful fool. You see that, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That your mom would have taught you better.
Right. And that's why I caught myself. I totally caught myself. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I? Okay, I like holding on to the microphone at podcasts. It just feels comfortable to me. But having my feet propped up on a chair that's not even mine, no. My mom would have hit me right now. And then on Sunday, I got to go to my in-laws. I'm trying, Corey. I'm trying. I love them, but it's hard. It's not even them. I put the blame on. Folks, Emma Mikes, I know you know how I feel about my in-laws, and I take it out on my wife's parents, and it's not their fault. They just gave birth to shitty kids. It's not their fault. It really isn't their fault. And I have to realize that. But you know what? I'm going, and I just hope it's just my mom's mom and dad. That's all I care about. That's it. They're wonderful people. It's the kids that they bred were. All right, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about respecting your mother. Mother's Day is not like Father's Day. Dude, here's the thing, Corey. When you become a father, that's the one thing I tell new dads is, oh, man, yeah, you got your birthday. Yeah, you're a proud father, but Father's Day. Father's Day. Oh my God, Father's Day is the best. But it's not Father's Day yet, so we got to talk about Mother's Day. To all the fathers out there, make sure you take care of your wives as well. Okay? I know she's not your mother, but she is the mother of your children. So make sure you do something extra for her. That way you can chill and get drunk on Father's Day. Huh? See that? You plan ahead, gentlemen. You plan ahead. And my mom deserves more than what I give her. You know? I'm always respectful to my mom. I always walk her to the car whenever she comes to visit me. So, you know, there's some kids out there. Some kids. There's, adults that don't walk their mom to their car when they leave their house. They're just like, all right, bye, Mom, and then close the door. Do you ever do that?
I usually go to my mom's house. I don't think she comes here that often. And when she does, I don't think I walk her out to the car, no.
Really?
I see her out. I don't open the door and all that, but I stand on the porch and watch her drive away.
Okay, that's still respectful enough.
Okay.
That's still respectful.
I'd never even heard that was a thing. That's just something that my family always did. So
no, that's actually a sign of respect, because you're walking them out of your house and, you know, escorting them out and wishing them well, and
you do a little wave,
right?
You know,
you do the little wave, bye,
yeah.
And they do the honk. See you later. You know, that's a respectful thing, and a lot of people don't even do that. So I've been to houses where oh my God, all right, I'm gonna talk about this person, Corey, and this is gonna blow you away. Emma Mikers, this is gonna blow you away. I'm just gonna say his first name. I'm not gonna say his last. We're not friends anymore, so fuck him. Anyways, growing up, I hung out with this one friend. We known each other since first grade, you know, and we would always go to his house and play. And my family grew up poor. I grew up poor. My dad was always on the road preaching. Sometimes he'd be overseas in Singapore or Latin America. My dad was all over the place preaching. He was an evangelist. And my mom had to work too, sometimes 3 jobs, and she was also head of the PTA, and she was very involved with me and my sister's lives, very involved, and she always made it fun, no matter how tiny. I think that's the main thing what my mom created, which I brought towards my kids, is it's not about the most expensive things that you need to cherish. It's the smallest things that you got to enjoy and love and respect. Because just because you don't have the coolest costume doesn't mean you can't have fun. You can have fun being poor. You just got to use your imagination and be. I think that's how I became creative, because I didn't have anything. I didn't have video games growing up. I didn't go to Little League baseball. I didn't go to the only time I would have you ever heard of Bullwinkles?
No, I know Bullwinkle, the cartoon moose. But that's it.
Bullwinkles in Santa Clara, California, was just like Chuck E. Cheese, but better. Way better.
All right, I'm interested.
They had a water show, kind of like in front of the Bellagio, water fountain show with lights and stuff, and the moose would talk, "Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Bullwinkle. Hey, Rocky, I don't know what we're going to do." But it was so funny. Every time my parents fought, the next day, they're like, "Hey, kids, we're going to Bullwinkles." We're like, "Yay!" But that was the only time we went to Bullwinkles, is when my parents fought. And my parents would get into heated arguments. I don't know what it was. I'm sure it was about money or my dad being gone or whatever it was. But, man, I love my mom, okay? But, man, I would not piss her off. I remember one time my mom got in a major fight with my dad. My mom was screaming. My dad was screaming. My mom threw cups. She had a good throw. "Get out of here, Joe!" I was like, holy shit. Don't piss off my mom, but we're going to Bullwinkles. The pizza was great. I was playing this old school Star Wars. Well, it was new back in the day, but it was the new Star Wars game and stuff. But, even though my parents fought, I always respected them, because I don't want my mom to throw a cup at me. You know? Hell no. But anyways, I would go to my friend's house, Kevin, and this kid had everything. He was on a hockey team. He was on a golf team. He went to all these sporting events with his family, all huge on hockey. And then around 6th, 7th grade, when the Sharks came to San Jose, him and his family became fanatics and have stayed dedicated fans since then. I can't even watch a Sharks game because of these people. I hate the Sharks because of Kevin. I fucking hate the Sharks now. He ruined it for me. And I'll tell you why even more. So we went to, I would go to his house after school, and we'd play video games and hang out, and his mom would knock on the door. Hey, Kevin. Just barely knock. Kevin. What? She opens the door. I made some nachos for you. She gives us nachos and soda. Opened the can of soda for us with ice in it and poured in the cup. And I was like, thank you so much. I'm respectful. And she's like, and then he goes back to playing video. He closes the door. Bye. Okay, bye. Closes the door in front of her. God, I'm sorry. My mom could be a pain at times. And I'm looking at him. Your mom just fed us. What's wrong with that? And then we ate, and then she, knocked on the door again. Kevin, what? He gets up, opens the door. What is it? I made some pizza for you guys. Do you want some? Okay, thank you. Grabs the pizza, slams the door. My mom made some pizza. You want some? And I'm looking at him. Bro, your mom made pizza for us. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? She could be a bother sometimes, And then we ate the food, and when we were done eating, we got all these plates over. He's like, "Oh man, this is messy." Linda. First of all, why would you call your mother by her first name as any person? I would never ever. If my mom was here, I would not introduce her as her first name. I would say, "This is my mother," and then you two can talk, or she would introduce her name. I'm not going to say that. And as a teenager, why would you say, Linda? And she comes in, what is it, Kevin? What? It was like she was missing this connection for some reason. Oh, Kevin wants me. What is it? We're done. Can you pick up this food? We're done. It's all messy in here. Thank you. But it wasn't a thank you, as if he genuinely meant it. It was pretty much, get the fuck out of my room, Mom. In those two words. Thank you. Okay, bye. Every time. Okay, bye. In the middle of the sentence. Kevin, I just want to let you know that okay, bye. Love, bye. I remember one time, and then, but periodically she was just checking on us. I mean, that's her house. You got to respect the rules. You don't pay rent. If she's going to check on you 5-6 times when your friend's over, if you don't like it, move out. If you can't move out, then deal with it. At least she's not throwing cups at you. But he was just disrespectful. And you know what this would? And then he did this too. He would, she'd knock on the door again. Kevin, there's a telephone. Grandma's on the phone. Call back later. I'm playing video games. Kevin, I don't want to tell her. Okay. He opens the door. What is it? Your grandma's on. I don't want to talk to you. She's holding the phone, Corey. She's holding the phone. Grandma's on the other line.
Can hear all this.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you right now. She wanted to wish you happy birthday. Shut up, Linda. He said, shut up, Linda. Shut up, Linda, the woman that gave you birth, the woman that held you in your arms when you fell down and protected you from your dad if your dad was an asshole. The last line of defense is your mother. He said, shut up, Linda. And then slammed the door again. I was like, what the fuck? I could not believe it. I go home. like, hey, Mom, I told my mom what happened, and my mom expected it because she knew Linda, because we went in the same elementary school and everything, and my mom would say this. I love my mom. She's like, well, I expect that from her because she doesn't really discipline her kids. She created the monster. That's what happens. You know, if you're a shitty mom, the shittiness comes back. And growing up, you know, Kevin was, I thought it was just a phase, but growing up, he would, you know, at 20, you know, hey, it's your 21st birthday. Congratulations. Shut up, Linda. I want to get drunk. Like, you're in your 20s. You're still, till this day, probably still being shitty. The last time I talked to him was about 5 years ago. Because he married this horrible woman. Oh my God. And she's a terrible mom. Terrible mom. I'm not going to say her name because she'll probably sue me. But she's a terrible mom. She, check this out. This is how bad she is, dude. She met Kevin online, right? Within the first month of knowing each other, Corey, they got a framed picture of each other. She knew everything of how much money he's making in his account for knowing someone online for a month. Within 3 months, she moved in. A year later, they moved up here in a new house with his money, and she was always in and out of the ER for some reason. And my wife's a nurse, and she would always take her to the ER. What's wrong? Oh, my hip. Oh, my back. Oh, my this. It started to add up as if she was going to the ER for, you know, drugs and pill popping. And there was a lot of warning signs. Well, first of all, when you meet someone online and you talk to them for a second, hey, you like the Sharks? I like the Sharks too. We like the Sharks together. Let's get married. And they did. They got married, and they had a Sharks theme wedding. A Sharks theme wedding for knowing each other for a month. And everything was about the Shark. I love the A's, okay? I'm an A's fan through and through. But do I talk about the A's all the time? No. But this guy lived, breathed, shit. I can't hang out, guys. I can't hang. And that's the only time him and his mom bonded, because his mom bought him season tickets at, you know, my age, season tickets. His mom bought him season tickets and said, let's bond and scream at the Sharks and not yet talk to each other. What a fucked up relationship, you know? Ugh. So sad. So sad. And here, speaking of the A's, you have Stephen Piscotty. He's this new A's. He just came from the Cardinals. And he was born and raised in Pleasanton. And his mom and him had this beautiful relationship. She was always at every single game. And she trained him and was there for him and cared about him. And then he got recruited. He played for Stanford. His mom rooted for him. He played for the Cardinals. His mom rooted for him. And, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with ALS. So he said pretty much he's decided to leave the Cardinals and come over to Oakland to be closer to his mom. And they have this beautiful, wonderful relationships. And unfortunately, I think she passed away yesterday. Let me double check. Yeah. Oh, she just passed away, ladies and gentlemen. And there's this video about him and his mom that ESPN. We'll find the link and we'll so you guys can watch it. Oh my God! First of all, Corey, you're gonna cry. I'm gonna let you know. I'm a man. Okay, I'm a hard ass. I'm an asshole. But I got a little teary eye when I saw this. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. But but it was such a beautiful relationship they had. And I don't think he ever said shut up to her. I don't think he ever shut the door in front of her, because you only get one mom. I don't understand why Kevin would be that much of an asshole to his mother. Corey, what do you think your mom would do if you were like Kevin? If you were, okay, bye.
No, my mom whooped my ass.
Right?
Yeah, I have vivid memories of like doing everyone tries to get away with that shit. You see your friend do it, and maybe you try and see what you can get away with when you're growing up, right? That shit didn't fly in my house.
I would never do that because I know like I said, a cup would fly and hit me in the head. I learned from my dad's mistakes.
Yeah, I can see that.
I learned at a very young age not to do what my father did. So that's why I respected my mom. And that's why I would walk her to the car. Because as old as my mom is, and, she's as in her condition she is, I would still not disrespect her. Even to this day, I don't understand. There's a special place in hell if you disrespect your mom.
Yeah, I'm not saying like disrespect your mom, but when you do something bad, right? And your mom punishes you. Like, did your mom have a thing? Was it throwing cups? Did you catch a cup? Or for me,
actually, you know what? One time when I was a kid, she was also a manager at the apartments that we lived at because that's how we got cheap rent. And it was an awesome place. It was 300 kids in this complex, and everyone knew who she was, and I was the manager's kid, and I started, I was popping this one kid's tire, and I was jumping on it and just fucking up just with these other bad kids, and my mom made an example out of me. I had to pick up trash all over this place. I had to clean. I had to knock on everyone's door and see if they needed help with anything and introduce myself. And over 300 people living in this apartment complex. And I had to walk it was all day long. I would have to go under the apartment complex where it's nasty and spiders. And she's like, see all these cobwebs? Clean them out. I'm like, and she gives me this broom. And I'm thinking to myself, don't we have a Terminex or exterminator for this? So you're the exterminator. Get rid of them. And because she made an example.
Yeah.
And my mom, and the one thing my mom and dad taught me is they would always say, you are representing us. Whenever you're gone somewhere, whenever you're walking around and we're not with you, you're still representing us. So we want you to represent us in the best possible way, being respectful, being kind, and being nice to people. If you don't, that cup's coming at you, Mike. It's coming at you. Was your mom hard on discipline too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she was the disciplinarian for sure. And, I just remember we had stairs, rickety old stairs at the house.
Uh-huh.
And if I had done something wrong, or I know I had, and I was just basically waiting to get caught, I knew I was getting it when you just hear those mom footsteps just bam, bam, up those stairs.
Oh.
And then the door flies open, and you just get, what the fuck were you thinking?
What was that?
And it's the scare, I've never been more scared of anything in my life than probably my mom growing up. There was a genuine fear. She was the nicest lady of all time, and she did everything that a good mother would. But if you fucked up or did something bad, you caught the full force of hell.
I think we're more afraid of our mothers because you don't expect that from your mom.
Yeah.
Because a mother becomes a mom when she's pregnant. A dad becomes a dad when they see their children for the very first time. You know?
Yeah.
So there's this spiritual connection between your mom because you were a part of her for 9 months, and she cared about you, and she's nurturing, and she's loving, and then when they flip the script on you, it's scary. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, my mom's 5'3" or something like that,
Yeah.
and I was, this was up till high school, and she got that look on her face, and you hear those feet going up them stairs at that trajectory, at that force. You knew that shit was about to go down, and no matter how tall she is or how much testosterone I was about to get fucked up
With a cup.
with whatever was in her hands.
Chanclas. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for listening to me, Mike, Self, and I today. It's been an awesome show. Do me a favor. Don't be like Kevin and Linda, okay? Take your mom out. Respect her, love her, and cherish her because you only get one mom. So really respect her on Mother's Day and every single day because your mother deserves it. And also, speaking of respecting your mother, you can also protect your mother by joining WAZA Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You like that, Corey?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice, huh? WAZA Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just mention the Me, Mike, Self, and I podcast. And guess what? Your first month of training is half off. $50 to train all month long, every single day, to choke somebody out to protect your mom. I mean, what more? Or if you're a mom, if you got shitty kids, this is the time to choke your kids out. That wasn't Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, all right, folks, that is our time. I can't wait to talk to you again, and I can't wait for you to subscribe to this podcast. Oh, please do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. When you leave a comment, it actually helps out tremendously. You may not, my stupid comment doesn't mean anything. It does. It means a lot. So, leave a comment. Leave a review. Tell your friends. And also, are you ready, Corey? Salsa! 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 Come on, Corey. It's Mother's Day weekend. Salsa!
Salsa.
Salsa!
Salsa.
Salsa!
Salsa.
Yeah!